Welcome to this week's Stitch of the Week. We are going to be working the perforated pattern from Melissa Leitman's Indispensable Stitch Collection for Crocheters. This is a very simple 4-row repeat, and it calls for a beginning chain of a multiple of 8 plus 1. Remember, when we do our multiples, we have to start with what is divisible by first, which would be 8. So I went ahead with 40, and then my plus 1 makes it 41. I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook and each chain remaining across. So when we get done with this initial chain, we are going to have a total of 40 stitches. And I will go ahead and meet you up when we get over here. All right, I'm on my last chain. And now I'm going to count or chain 3 and turn my work. This is going to count as the wrong side of your work. This will always be the front side. If you feel like you need to mark that off, it really isn't going to matter whether you mark it or not, because it's a reversible pattern. It basically looks the same on both sides. All right. So we are going to start by skipping this, and we're going to double crochet into the next 6. Now that chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet. So in essence, on both ends of this row, we're going to have 7 double crochets. But right now, we're just crocheting into the first 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to chain 2, you're going to skip 2, and you will double crochet into the next 6. Chain 2, skip 2, and double in 6. All right, keep doing that. Okay, so here I am. I just did the last chain 2 and skip 2, and now we have to put in 6 double crochets, and then we will also double crochet into the last single, which will make that 7 that I was talking about on either end of this row. Go ahead and chain 1 and turn. This is what your first row should look like. And so this is the 3rd row of the repeat, because that first single crochet row was the first row of the repeat. Essentially what you are doing now is single crocheting into each double crochet across, and you're going to put 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space. You should always maintain a total of 40 single crochets when you're doing your single crochet row. I'll meet you at the end here. And make sure that you put a single crochet into the top chain of that chain 3 turn from the row below. Chain 3 and turn. All right, so that made our openings nice and neat. So what we're going to do on this next row is we're going to offset our openings so that they line up in between the other openings. In order to do that, we need to start with less stitches in the beginning. So we're going to skip this first one like we did before, and we're only going to double crochet into the next 2 after that. And we're going to continue our chain 2, skip 2, double into the next 6 pattern. And on this row, you're starting with 3 in the beginning, so you will end with 3 on this side as well. Okay, 6, chain 2, skip 2, and double into the next 6. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I went ahead and I went all the way across and finished with chain 2, skip 2, and then I double crocheted into the last 3. Now this is going to be the last row of our 4-row repeat, because I guess this would be considered our foundation row here, the single crochet that we put into the foundation chain. So this would technically be our row 1. The single crochet row here is our row 2. This offset row is our row 3. So this next row is going to be our 4th row, which would be the 4th row of our 4-row repeat. So chain 1 and turn and start single crocheting into each double and put 2 into each chain 2. Okay, so here we have our 4-row repeat plus our foundation row. I did, in the original washcloth here, I did a total of 6 of the 4-row repeats. And then because I wanted my bottom to match up with my top, I did rows 1 and 2 one more time. You don't have to be weird like me and make your bottom and top match, but if you can repeat this as many times as you feel comfortable. I wanted to make sure that my hand had lots of space and that it was going to be a nice big usable washcloth or dishcloth. So you can repeat this as many times as you like. This would be another one that would make a smashing pillow cover or whatever you want to do. This would be very cute because a lot of the pillow forms have a white background, so you can kind of imagine what this would look like as a pillow cover. So you could really do anything you want with this particular pattern. I finished it off with a simple single crochet border. All I did is I just turned the corner and I started working in the row ends. And if you can see here, I put 2 single crochet in each double crochet row end, and then I put a single crochet into each single crochet row end. So if it had the longer area, I put 2, and if it was the smaller area, I put 1. And then I just went ahead and turned the corner and did it in the bottom. Turn the corner one more time, and I did the same thing up the side, and then I just joined to finish it off because I just wanted a finished end. And this one, for whatever reason, really likes to go kind of cockeyed, so you're going to have to straighten it out. But I hope that you enjoy working on this pattern. If you have any questions, always reach out to me. I'll be glad to help walk you through.